I bet if you tried to play like a normal killer, you'd be good at the game.
You're learning now, you suck, lol. Camping loser.
You fuck piece of tongue and ass learn to play in our camp, bitch. Fuck you. Fuck you, fucking camper piece of shit, you motherfucking cunt. Fuck you.
Why are you shaking your head like you're good? You babysit the hook and troll. Can't catch anyone without holding. Lol.
Keep thinking you're good when I had bot teammates.
Whatever makes you feel better, chum.
I'll dog if I was killer. Wow.
Didn't ask.
You act like I care.
Hey guys, it's Nickfamous here. Ever since I started playing Dead by Daylight years ago, there's always been discussions among the community on proximity chat being added to the game. Some love the idea, others hate it. I mean, it makes sense for the discussion to come up, as DBD is an asymmetrical horror game where teamwork is imperative for survivors to get out alive. So, today's video will be all about proximity chat, if I think it's a good or bad idea for the game, and if it ever actually has a chance of happening. Let's go. Proximity chat is the ability to speak to other players depending on how close you are to them in-game. Plenty of games utilize this method of communication, such as Lethal Company, DayZ, and even Call of Duty Warzone. So, say Dwight is at one exit gate and Claudette is at the other, they wouldn't be able to communicate to one another, but if they were working on the same generator together, they would be able to. There has never been a built-in voice chat in DBD, which is where Discord and parties have come in handy. But the problem with that is that survivors can't strategize out loud to one another if the killer is present in the voice call. Proximity chat would eliminate this issue and give survivors the chance to strategize without the killer hearing their plans. If DBD was to ever implement voice chat, I think it's safe to say proximity chat would be the route they take. There was an asymmetrical horror game very similar to Dead by Daylight that did in fact have proximity chat, that being none other than Friday the 13th, the game. If you've ever spent any time on that game, you'll know where I'm going with this.
Why are you doing this? Stop!
I see what the devs were trying to accomplish, but it just led to the most frustrating, annoying experiences, and more often than not, I ended up muting all the other players every time I joined a lobby. Jason Voorhees is a menacing, silent killer in the movies, so hearing a kid taunt you and scream at you while playing as Jason completely shatters the immersion of the game, and just became an annoying gimmick rather than a useful tool. I think DBD implementing proximity chat would be similar to Friday the 13th, but honestly, I think it would be even worse. DBD is a much more competitive game in nature than the Friday game was, and if you know anything about the community, you'll know how toxic it can be. The intro skit for this video was all real messages that I've received in the years I've been playing, and the post-game chat on PC is just as bad from what I've seen online, so that would make proximity chat an absolute nightmare. If behavior ever did add it to the game, I would toggle it off immediately. Never in my decade of gaming have I been messaged hateful things as frequently as after a match of Dead by Daylight. Shit would be like a Modern Warfare lobby if there was a voice chat. So no, I don't think proximity chat in the game is a good idea, and it seems I'm not alone. Mathieu Cote, the game director, recently reconfirmed in an interview that proximity chat will never be added to Dead by Daylight, along with his reasoning for why. I'll show the clip here, but keep in mind it's a French interview with translated captions. I've dubbed over the clip with the English translation. One of the easy decisions that we made that was the most questioned, I think, was the voiceover, the proximity chat. That's a decision that we made at the very beginning, and even today. The rest of the time, we don't want people to be able to talk to each other. Above all, we want to keep a certain immersion for the mood. People would say stupid things, and you would hear Kevin yelling at his mother in the background. So yeah, Matthew made it pretty clear that from the beginning they decided not to add any form of voice chat in the game, and that holds true to this day. Which I think is for the best. He says it's because it will break immersion, which is definitely true, as we saw with the Friday the 13th game's proximity chat. I guess we'll have to stick to Discord or hateful text messages. What do you think about voice chat in Dead by Daylight? If it were up to you, would you add it, or would you stick by Matthew's decision? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, this has been Nickfamous. See you later.